Hello everyone, Corn here and welcome to my channel. I've been sitting here for about an hour or longer getting my Christmas cards ready to mail, the ones that I made myself. And I think I have mentioned this before, this is not always the case, but just in case you have a very dimensional card and you put it in a regular envelope, and even if you put non-machinable on the bottom of it, you have special stamps. I haven't seen the stamp that says non-machinable to ready to be purchased again in a few months. So I'm not sure if that even still exists. But you do everything you can to get it, hand canceled. But as we all know, I put myself in other people's places, and I realized that it's going to be millions and millions and millions of cards. And so to go through that machine is quick and easy and done, and that's that. So remember, Ashley G is her channel name here on YouTube. She's adorable. I really, really like her. And she, bless her heart, received a card from me this summer, and a lot of times when this happens, they're just kind of tossed. But my card, even though I did the extra postage and everything, that stamp itself said non-machinable. Put that on the envelope, and it still went through and not only ripped the card almost in half, but ripped the envelope in, in a way also. So I was so upset about this because, as you all know, we put a lot of time into our handmade cards. So my hubby, oh, I don't have the box up here. I wish I did. My hubby said, honey, we need to put them in Tyvek. And that's how it's spelled. And so he said that way, see, there, it's not going to rip. It'll protect your card better. So he said, honey, get on Amazon and see what you can find. Well, I found this one, and it does have fibers in it. I have tried to do a punch in one of it. Oh, it was hilarious. It worked like where the punch was super, super sharp. Otherwise, it just kind of didn't work at all. So I thought, oh, okay, well, at least and it makes sense because this is the tough stuff. So I got this size, which is, let me see. This is a 6 by 9, okay? And I got this size because I thought, if I want to send some other things, I'd rather have it bigger than smaller. But when it comes to the cards, as you know, and the last time I put this around some of my cards, they were in an envelope already. I tried doing this number and, folding and stuff like that, and it just wasn't pretty. I can tell you all that. So I was up here thinking, okay, we just need to make it look like this, just smaller. And as you see, this has what they call a little strip here, an adhesive strip here. And it says, to fold the flap over the line, and it's easier to open, tamper evident, there's a patent called release strip here. And this is where they did, some perforations. Well, it's still hard to open if you ask me personally. So I was like, what am I going to do? And, this is what I'm talking about as far as cards that have, this is, I can just remember this one. And, you write something here, and then you can put it on your desk like so. This is a double Z fold, because there's the double Z. And, it's a ZZ fold instead of a ZZ top. And so anyway, so I go ahead and write in them, put them in here. And what I was doing, I don't know why, I thought I was just going to take a chance. And I addressed them and everything, and then I thought, what are you doing? today, you know, I have a stack of them, and I was like, what are you doing? Because if this does not reach them because it's been so damaged, you're going to get so upset, because I really put a lot of time. And, you know, and like this one too, you know, it's really got a lot of dimension, and, you know, it sticks out in places and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, what I'll do is, let's do this, put this one in here. And so I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and put them in an envelope. And you don't have to put them in an envelope. Like I said, all the ones I did before, oh, that's not the right envelope. Needs to be bigger. Let me see this one. Yeah, that one's good. So I put them in an envelope, and now I can just say Merry Christmas in the name and address the Tyvek envelope that it's going to go in. But before, like I said, I don't know why I thought I was going to chance it, but I thought, don't you dare. So if you're like me and you're worried about your very dimensional handmade Christmas cards getting to their destination safe and sound, simply because it's just an extremely busy time of year, and especially this year, I think this is going to be more important than other years, you know what I mean? So, because we're not able to hang, you know, with family and friends so much. So what I do is I put it in this, okay? And then I go ahead and I fold it right here, right at the top of the envelope. And like I said, if you're putting your card in, you just want your Tyvek envelope, then, you know, just put your card in, fold it there. Take it out. Let me get my cutter. And I got this cutter on Amazon some time ago, months ago, and because it said, oh, it cuts your heavier things like chipboard and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, cool, I want to do that. But also gentle enough to do paper. I like it better. I don't like the way it cuts paper too much, but I do like it on heavier items and on this Tyvek. So I go ahead, put it in here, and I put it on 5 3/4, okay? And go ahead and cut that. You're going to have this left over, and I'll show you what I did with this later. And so what I do, so I've got about 1 inch up here, and yes, sometimes it's not perfect because my cards, for some reason, I've got more bulk on one side, so it looks a little janky. But, you know, I don't mind when it comes to protecting, you know, a card or, you know, something you worked on real hard. It's like, well, doesn't the perfection bit, because I like things to look just so, but that's like, ugh. You know, you're trying to get everything done just so. So what I do, up to that line, I go ahead on this seam on the side and cut. And then I go to this seam and cut. I showed Handsome when I was doing, he says, oh good, that should keep them safe. And then here, go to the, like I said, that little seam that I made myself, a little line that I made myself by folding it over the card, cutting there in the back, and then on my sides here, just doing a little cut like that, and a little cut like that, okay? And if one of them, as you see, is a lot fatter than the other, then you can go back to the first one and, you know, make it a little bit better. Okay. And therefore then, let's say this is my card. My card goes in here. Here. I put shipping tape. I'm going to put shipping tape on the back of that. And there's the card in an envelope that even if it goes through the machine, it's going to protect it, you know. I will say the Tyvek envelopes are expensive, but worth it if it gives you peace of mind, like it does me. Another thing you can do, well, maybe I should show you this first. Okay, so I've got this left, right? Okay, and I'm like, what am I going to do with that? You know how we are. We paper crafters are like, I can't throw anything away. And so, like I said, there's your adhesive strip here. So I go ahead and take that off. And for the sake of time, I won't do it, but I wanted to make sure, since it's Tyvek, you know, I want to make sure what needed to go on there stayed on there in adhesive way. So, you know, you've got this here and this here. This is going to be a pocket, by the way. See? And if you have a Tyvek pocket, you can put lots of goodies in it. But if you're concerned about your pocket, I did try the art glitter glue on here, and it stuck beautifully. And then there's that little seam here, and it's stuck into, you know, the adhesive is until here. But if this bugs you, I also tried the Barely art glue. There's that. This stuff. Okay. And that sticks to it too. So everything stayed down nice. And I was like, well, that's cool to know. So, like I said, there's your pocket. Now, what I was telling you all about, I was trying to use my circle punch to go and do a little, you know, on this so that you could have something to, you know, a little thumb hole there. And and it cut here, and then it just went, so, so I thought, well, I can't just show them and say, look, it makes a really good pocket without decorating it. Now, my stickles is still wet, but this is what I did for the pocket. Was just, this was a scrap piece of pink paper, and I took my corner punch and punched my corners. I did, this is fabric washi, and put that around it before it was glued down. And then also I love gold with pink, as a lot of y'all know, and then put the gold washi, glitter washi there. This lace I got for a great deal at a thrift store. Brought it home and washed it all, and it looks, I don't even think it was ever used, you know, it wasn't on something, and it's such a nice lace. I love that lace. Put that there. And then this flower, let me show you. Since I'm standing up, I can do this. Do you all remember how a lot of us got these stickers from Hobby Lobby? Aren't they gorgeous? I used this one on a box that I made for someone here on YouTube. I didn't get to show those because they had to be shipped and go out the house really quickly. But yeah, so what I did though was cut it down because it was too big. It wasn't fitting. So it is a sticker, but I went around it again and fussy cut. I can hear Annie now, if she's here, just saying, corn, oh, for Petey's sake. But it wasn't fitting properly, so I made it smaller by getting, because you know, sometimes the white around them is so wide. So I made that smaller that way. And then it has a nice adhesive on the back, but it's going over glitter washi, fabric washi, and lace. So I went ahead and with the back, also with the Barely art glue, and aided in its sticking. And then let me see. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think you can see it. The stickles that highlights the flower, that's in Stardust. And then the gold stickles in the center there, the dark gold, is called Goldenrod. And so that's, you know, instead of saying, well, I've got this left over, I'm going to throw it, there's a pocket you can add to a journal. You can add to a junk journal. You can add to a journal that, not, if you haven't made it, one that you, you know, have purchased at a store, but you want a pocket in the front to add your pens to, or a pencil, or what have you. This is some sturdy stuff, y'all. It really, really is. And by adding the cardstock and then very thick sticker. It's not like a regular sticker. It's like a, I don't want to say, I don't know, but it's just really thick. And so that even gives it more, you know what I mean, more stability. And so I thought, well, show them that if they decide to do this, that it can, you know, you can use your other piece for a pocket or other things too. I'm sure you all could come up with some fantastic things. And I'm sorry, I just knocked my table and it's shaking. One other thing to maybe, if you don't want to go this route, to protect your card, especially the front of it, is something that Annie, Annie Creates here, her YouTube channel here on YouTube. And what she did was, and I thought this was real clever, she had sent me a card that had this beautiful rosette right here that she made. And I'm pretty sure it was, I think she scored it at 1/4 inch because it didn't stick up really, really high. And what she did, I thought was so clever that I have done it myself on certain ones. If you get something in this wonderful bubble wrap paper from Amazon, and you know we all hold on to it, or of course we recycle, but it's that where I tried taking my label off, and listen, that's not a lot of fun. That would stick to your card or your envelope, but all the other spots, you can cut them. And I have a little piece here. It's not the size. This was a leftover piece, but say your rosettes here, you can cut them and then put them over that, and then in your envelope. That's what Annie did, and it's fantastic because it saved it. The rosette wasn't hurt at all. It was really cool. And so I just thought I'd go over that with you guys today, just in case you wanted, you know, you were a little concerned about them getting there safely. You may never have had this problem. You may have always had yours get there safely, and I hope that's the case. But in case you're like me, and I've had quite a few people, if they show their card on a video of mine, sometimes it has been squished so hard that the front of the card actually made an imprint on the back of the card. That's how, you know, so... but if you've never had that problem, that is fantastic. I'm very happy for you. But just in case, I thought I'd let you know what I'm doing to try to get mine to their destination safely. And I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.